Alrighty, so today we will be taking a look at, by request of Schmoman, Transformers Studio Series 86, Scavenger, and Combiner Wars Scavenger. Boy, we really needed an update on this thing. This is a lot better. Like, a lot. So, accessory-wise, these figures are pretty bad. But the Combiner Wars includes nothing. The bucket isn't removable. He's just... Yeah, this figure's bad. That figure's bad. The 86 one includes a nice little gun piece that he can hold. And the scooper is mostly removable for packaging purposes. But that's an accessory too. Though it is kind of weird, they painted his hands. I think they're purple plastic. But for some reason they're painted green. I kind of would rather the purple fists. But this figure, even though he is very similar to the Combiner Wars figure, I mean, just look at them next to each other. This one's so much better. This guy can't even stand because he's too loose. Look at this. This should not be how loose a Transformer is.
Articulation!
He can't stand without the bucket arm. It's stupid. So, getting into the articulation, they pretty much are the same figure, except one sucks and one is solid as a rock. But we're gonna start, and then he falls, of course. He doesn't usually fall, only on camera. We're gonna start with the Combiner Wars one, however. So let's go over the Combiner Wars articulation. So his head, it is on a ball joint, so it can look around. It's very loose. You can get a little bit of tilt. He's also, for some reason on my copy, I can't actually plug in the plate he's on to look straight up. So he's got like a hunchback look to him. The arms, they're on a ball joint at the shoulder, so you can go up, out, this far. There is a elbow rotation because the elbow is just a ball joint, and 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. There's no wrist, but you've got sword-wielding hands. There's no waist because there isn't a waist. Legs can kick forward, they can kick back, but they can't hold it because they're this loose. There is an above-the-knee rotation, and then a little bit less than 90 at the knee, along with toe bend and ankle tilt. So he would be posable, except he can barely stand. I'm impressed that he can stand right there. Now, moving on to our SS86 one, while he is quite a lot smaller, he feels nicer. His plastic's nicer, he's not rattly, and he poses better. So his head is on a swivel, so you can rotate, but it can also look down, and he's not hunchbacked. The arms are just on a ball joint at the shoulder, so you can rotate. They go out 90 degrees. There's a bicep at the elbow, 90 degrees of bend, no wrist, no waist. Legs can kick forward that far. They can kick back all the way. They can kick out all the way. There's a designated thigh rotation. And I like how the knees work on the Combiner Wars tread bots. A lot better than the tread legs on... Or I like the SS86 legs for the arm bots with that bend a lot better than how these legs look. Because they look like a full tread when they aren't bent. But yeah, you get 90 degrees of bend at the knee just due to the tread sculpting. You get ankle tilt. It's two like pivots. And then toe bend, which is a lot less tight. And then both of them have the same articulation here. Here is a swivel. Here. And then this figure has a bucket movement, which that one doesn't. And that's about all the differences in articulation. And they both fall down. By the way, before we continue, this is the backlog I have right now of figures to review. So, trying to get as much done today as possible, but we got so many figures in this pile to review all the way back to Earthrise Prime, who I just want to make a review on because he's cool, and I haven't yet, and I really want to. But all the way to like Cosmos, who I got at TFCon Chicago, Megatron. This figure is probably the worst figure I've bought all year. We'll talk about it. Don't worry, different videos. But just a sneak peek, these are all the upcoming videos. We got the Constructicons that I have, and their Combiner Wars counterparts. We got Onyx coming up. Obviously, those three. We got my Cronus in here. Star Optimus. Not calling it... I might call him Star Convoy on accident, sorry. And Earthrise Optimus. So, a lot of figures to review, but let's get back to these guys for their transformations. So they transform very similar between the two. You won't see a lot of pictures in this video, mostly because these figures are not very dynamic. None of the Constructicons really are, except Mixmaster. Mixmaster's pretty good. Oh my. Sorry about that. Transformation on the Combiner Wars figure is pretty straightforward. You're going to extend the bucket, just kind of get it out of the way. Then you're going to open the chest plate, and you're going to put the head into the chest plate, seal that up. Then you're going to fold up the hands and stretch the arms out. You're then going to come over here. You're going to bring out the cab, and you're going to bring this arm up. And then you can, where does this line up? Like, bring the arms down, and then just do the same thing on this side. Then we're going to compress the knees and fold up the feet. Then we can bring the legs around and tab the legs into place. And then the arms can tab into place now that the legs are out of the way. Like so. And there's the Combiner Wars transformed. Pretty good excavator mode. This one's transformation is the exact same, but it just feels a bit better. So to transform this one, once again, you're going to open the chest, flip the head away, close that back up, extend the bucket, which you can see is not super loose this time, fold in the hands, fold up the feet, come back here and fold out the backpack, bring the arms up, straighten them out, and tab them into the main core of the excavator, flip up the cab, bring the legs around, and they'll actually slot on to the sides of the crotch, so it's a lot more secure. And there's the two excavator modes. Now these two both become arms for Devastator. I don't remember which arm they become, so I'm just going to do it, and we'll look at the arm mode. So we'll start with the Combiner Wars one. You fold up the bucket, untab the legs, bring out the chest, tab the legs back into place, and you're done. This is the arm mode. It sucks, honestly. This is where the hand plugs in. You got rotation. Up here, the legs like to come untabbed. Shoulder joint, thigh rotation, or elbow rotation, elbow bend. It's not great. The SS86 one's a little bit better. So you're going to fold up the bucket and then fold this piece around just to make it a bit more condensed. Untab the legs. You're going to bring out the chest. You're going to bring the legs back in. Then you can rotate the chest and fold this purple panel up. But then the nicer part is to lock the legs in a bit more. We're going to fold out this panel and bend this foot at the ankle, and they'll tab together. And that locks the legs a bit nicer into place, so it's a bit sturdier of a connection port here. And you get the same out, rotation, elbow bend, and bicep swivel. But instead you have a bit nicer of a
overall, I'd say I have the same opinion
tolerance.
as I have
Arms, that's the word.
That the SS86 one, while smaller and at the surface looks worse, is arguably better. It feels nicer, it poses nicer. It's just a better toy. Anyone who argues it isn't, they're just wrong. The Combiner Wars figure, it kind of sucks, and this is a better figure. That's my opinion, though.
If you watched this whole video, you probably enjoyed the video, so you should show that by liking the video. I don't have comments yet for some reason, but when I do have comments, comment down below. And subscribe for more Transformers reviews. I have a review every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and a short every Tuesday and Thursday. So if you're interested, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you in my next video.